And even more fundamentally, we've discussed this many times, the very nature of the word disability, it begins with a negative prefix.
It does.
So what you've discovered is that society constantly sees disability as a negative way of life. And for you, I guess COVID sort of brought it all to a head, didn't it?
It did. It did.
So you experienced lockdown, huge isolation, huge problem with mental health as a result. But you got through that, and it inspired you to write this book, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, that was the one thing that got me through lockdown, really, writing the book. So yeah.
I think for you, you've never perceived yourself as a victim, have you?
No.
You've always said, I'm just a young woman, just like any other woman. I just happen to live with CP.
Yeah.
But the perception you've experienced from outside has been almost the opposite, hasn't it? Is you're somebody with CP, and the fact you're a woman is just sort of just by the wayside, isn't it? So the book was a very first-hand account of what it is like for a young woman living with CP in a world that sees it very, very differently, a world that isn't really willing sometimes to see it, or sometimes just isn't able to.
Respect and equality, really. That's all that anything wants, regardless of ability.
Right.
So yeah, it's a very strange journey, but I'm hoping that it's getting there.
It'll get there.
Yeah.
It is frustrating, because you know all these things and you want to fix problems, and but I think it's a collectively the disability community getting together and working together to show these things and explain the issues, and then give people intelligible things that they can go forward with, a new understanding of it.
Yeah. Part of where that goes wrong is at the outset, people assume that they're right in the right, or they know better.
Yeah.
And then when it starts from there, it's kind of it's not really a equal starting point.
No.
The problem is, I suppose, as society, we try to say we're all different, we're all unique, but then we still say, but I'm the model of normal, and everybody else off that is the difference. So we, in one way, we try and say the difference, but we have the benchmark of from where we define different, and that's still problematic, isn't it?
Right.
Is actually, if we say we're all different, if we're equal,
then
that's fine, but we still have this sort of starting point as it's all relative, isn't it?
It is.
And that's what we've got to move away from, isn't it, really? Is that sort of, especially in the physical sense, that relative that that we still have this perception that's normal and everything else is different. We need to move away from that, don't we?
Yeah, definitely.
Making sure that you have a rounded view from society. So the second book, I think, is your main focus right now, and you've been doing a lot of events and engagement with people, haven't you? And contributing to the conversation. So next month, or December, sorry, you're speaking to a group of dentists, aren't you?
I am.
So that'll be an opportunity for people in the dental profession get a little bit of insight into the world of people like Samantha, and that things like that it's become a big part of what you do now, isn't it? Is having these conversations with people.